This is the plaintiff, Crystal Lawson. She says the defendant was friends with her mom until they had a falling out about some handbags that went missing. The defendant took it upon herself to get back at her mom by scratching up her car one day. There was even an eyewitness who saw the whole thing. Crazy defendant. She's suing for $2,589.75, the amount of her damage. This is the defendant, Nicole Gomez. She says she didn't scratch the plaintiff's car and has a rock-solid alibi to prove it. She was at Bible studies class when it happened and has witnesses. The plaintiff's just plain lying and she doesn't know her a thing. She's accused of defacing a friendship.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant got into an argument with her mom over a handbag and took it out on her car by scratching it. But the defendant says her alibi is godlike. She was at Bible studies class. It's the case of you shall not covet thy neighbor's handbag.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Crystal Lawson, you are suing Nicole Gomez for $2,589.75 in pain and suffering and damages to your car that you say she vandalized as part of a little ongoing dispute between your family and hers. What's going on?
Well, this started back in February. My mother had took her to Applebee's and then bought her a pocketbook, me a pocketbook, and my mother bought her own a pocketbook. And she took it to Nicole's house because Nicole said that she was selling some Victoria's Secrets or something, and she left her bag there. And she came back with us. She came back with my mother and her to my house. And when
why did your mother leave her bag there?
She had a lot of bags with her, and she left that bag there. She didn't know that she left that bag there. That's what she said. So my mother called her and asked her, well, are you going to pay me my money? She paid for the money because she owed her money.
Okay.
She owed her money because she borrowed money. And she said, where's the pocketbooks, Nicole? Because I know you have them. And Nicole said she didn't have them and all of that. Then Nicole started calling me and threatening me.
Threatening you why, though?
Because she couldn't get in touch with my aunt or my mother no more.
Because your mother and your aunt your aunt and your mother were no longer speaking to her. But
yeah,
threatening her what? If you guys are the ones saying that she has a bag, why is she threatening you?
Because my mother was calling her.
Okay.
And then after that, I said, all right, well, that's just what it is. So then she started calling me because she couldn't get in contact with my aunt or my mother. She started calling me, threatening to kill me and my kids. So after that, my mother called the cops on her that night. And she called the cops on my mother that night, and that had got resolved.
Because they don't have anything better to do.
Next thing you know, the cops called my mother, and they told her to come down to the precinct. So then, I said to the cops, well, I had changed my cell number because she kept calling me. But the house number had her saying that she would kill me and my kids. An officer
What do you mean the house number had her saying? You mean she left
on the answer machine? Yeah, she left it on the answer machine.
You had a message about her threatening to kill you and your kids?
Yeah, on the answer machine. So the cops heard it. And they issued me out of order of protection, and they arrested her.
Do you have the message so I can hear it?
No, I don't have the message no more. That was back in March.
Okay.
But the cops heard it, and they issued me out of order of protection.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. So go on.
This is the order of protection. After they issued me out that order of protection, I guess she had to do time in jail. I don't know what it was.
For an order of protection? Or for the threat? Did you get arrested for making a threat?
No, I was arrested for keying her car, which was a lie.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that. But when she got an order of protection against you for supposedly leaving a message, did the police ever contact you regarding that?
No, that's a lie, too.
Okay, but so you were never contacted by the police about that?
I was contacted about the police about keying the car.
Okay, hold on. All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so after I got that order of protection, I thought it was over and done with. So then, next thing you know, I was taking my daughter and my mother and my other daughter to Babies R Us to get my baby a walker. And my aunt was also with us, and her boyfriend was coming off the bus. And he said, do you know this lady? I said, yes, I know her. That's Nicole. Why? And he said, because she was just scratching up your car.
And he saw it how if he was on the bus?
He was getting off the bus. He
saw it that very instant?
No, he was walking towards my building, and I was coming out of my building with my daughters and my mother and my aunt.
And he says, she just keyed your car, I just saw it.
No, he didn't say she just keyed my car. He said she was scratching your car up.
When?
when he got off the bus.
Is that when he says it happened, when he got off the bus?
Yes. When
So
he
it
got
had
off the
just
bus, he
happened.
walked to my, he was walking to my
In the
building.
time he's crossing the street, he sees her messing with your car, scratching your car.
He sees her messing with my car, and then she's walking to her building.
Okay.
Because we live in the next building from each other.
Okay, so then he calls the police?
Then I take the car. I drive the car to the police station.
Okay, you don't, okay, go ahead.
I put my babies in the car. I drive the car to the police station, and he walked to the police station with my aunt. And then he tells the police what happened, and I tell him, I got this order of protection on her from the first time of her threatening to kill me. They knew all of that because those were the same cops.
Right.
So they knew all of that. So then they arrested her.
Okay, now, do you have the police report from that day?
Let me see.
What happened? Hold on a second, ma'am. I'm asking the defendant now.
It all started with a friendship. Me and Clara were friends. Clara says, Nicole, I'm going shopping. I will pay your car fare and I'll buy you something to eat. Come meet us in Jamaica. So I said, okay. So we go shopping. Clara's buying stuff. So we goes around these handbags, this man selling handbags. So I was like, wow, this is a nice bag, which is this bag right here. So she said, it is a nice bag. She said, do you want it? I said, yes, I want it. She said, it's yours. I said, for real, Clara? She said, yes. I hugged her and I said, thank you so much because I like this bag. So she said, let me get one for Crystal and Linda. She had a red one, and I don't know if it's a gray or another black one. 2 other bags. So then, after shopping, I borrowed $30 from her, which I paid her back through the course of shopping. Then, we goes to my house, we drop my stuff, because I bought stuff in the pocketbook. Then we goes to her house. As we goes to her house, we drop the stuff. I say, I'll see you later. I come home. Nicole, I got a Nicole, I can't find my pocketbooks. I said, no problem. Nicole, you stole my pocketbooks.
Wait, who are those from?
They're from Clara. They're
Okay.
threats. So when Clara threatened me, I have it right here on tape.
Did you have the bag?
Saved messages.
I have the message.
Saved message. If you ain't got my sweaters, I swear to God, I'm gonna pay somebody to kick your ass. You better give me my sweaters and my pocketbook. I'm not playing with you no more, and you owe me my money.
So I called the police and I let them listen to the threats. They talked to her and called her in, but they arrested her. I didn't want them to arrest her.
They arrested you too?
Yes,
Where are you guys from? You're from Queens. What,
Yes.
the police don't have anything else? Come on up here.
Yes, I got arrested because I threatened her. I didn't know it was on the voicemail, but I told her, Nicole.
How did you not know it was on the voicemail? You knew you were leaving a message?
Yeah, well, I told her that I left my 3 pocketbooks there. And
Are you sure you left your 3 pocketbooks?
Yes, I did, because when I got off the bus, it wasn't
how would you be sure?
nothing
You're
left
the
on
person who
bus.
accidentally left them there.
Because
so how
when
would
we
you,
got
how do you
there,
know
I said
you
I
left them
couldn't
there?
wait to get my daughter hers. She would like this very much.
No, I know that you didn't have them. Clearly you didn't have them when you were at your house. But how do you know you left them there and not somewhere else?
I left them at her house because I sat on her chair and I said, Krista's gonna love these pocketbooks when she see them.
What? But you had a bunch of other bags besides those.
I had some stuff I bought at the religious store.
Okay. So you
And
had how many bags?
I had 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 bags, but
Okay.
we made it into 4.
So how did you leave that one behind?
I left it at her house because I went to the bathroom, I came back out, and I left it in her house.
How do you know you didn't leave it at the religious store?
Because
By
I told
accident?
her to carry it, and she said, I'll carry it, and she never did.
Okay. And so you call her because you feel like she's, not only have you invited her to Applebee's and bought her a bag, but she's now stolen part of your stuff.
And she
you're mad.
owed me money also,
Okay.
more money.
Okay. Now, did you scratch her car?
No, I didn't.
Plaintiff didn't bring the eyewitnesses. The plaintiff out of gas?
Out of gas, yeah, for sure.
Out of gas?
Yes, no evidence, no case.
Ma'am?
That's it, out of gas.
That's it. Going inside the courtroom.
Did you end up getting arrested for scratching her car?
She had a witness. She had a witness.
Where's your witness now?
He's at the hospital.
She has a witness.
Stop. He's at the hospital doing
Yeah.
what?
I don't know what he's doing, but my aunt, that's my aunt's boyfriend, and she's at the hospital also.
But
She's
doing
in
what?
the hospital. They both got admitted in the hospital.
Okay, but you've handed me an affidavit, which is your entire case. This is the entire case. Entire case. Because you didn't see her do anything. There's only one witness who you say saw her do it. I got to hear from him. I'll take hearsay on a small claims case. We relax the rules because it's small claims. You guys aren't lawyers. Your whole case is this piece of paper. The
Yeah.
entire case. When did you get charged with the scratching of the car?
April 18th.
Okay, has there been a court date on that case?
No, after I did the time, that was it. It was resolved.
Oh, so you pled guilty?
That was the only way I could have got out of jail. Nobody was bailing me out. So if I didn't plead guilty, I pled innocent, I'd still been here. But I swear to God, I did not key her car.
Okay, so how long were you in jail?
I was in, they sentenced me to 30 days. And I did 18 because the day of my release was on the weekend.
Did you plead guilty and get out that day?
No, I had another week to go. After 2 weeks of being in jail, they wouldn't let me, I didn't have change of clothes. I would take a shower and put right back on the same clothes. I had no deodorant. I couldn't comb my hair. They had a fork. A fork? That was a comb.
Like Ariel.
What?
And the Little Mermaid.
My hair was rough when I came home. I missed my daughter's graduation.
Your daughter's graduation
yes,
from where?
I missed my plane.
Wait, you missed your daughter's graduation from where?
From Alabama University.
From college?
Yes.
You missed her college graduation?
Yes, I paid for the ticket. I paid for the rent-a-car. Here's my picture of my baby.
Oh, yes. Your baby must be some kind of mad.
Here's my ticket. Here's my invitation to her graduation and the hotel. Only one who's giving me back my money is Hertz. They're giving me back the money for the rent-a-car. They said I have a year to use the money. I went through a great ordeal because of this nonsense. That's what it is. So I lost for nothing. I went to jail for nothing. This is what it's about. Over a pocketbook. Over a pocketbook.
It's never over a pocketbook.
It's
but it is
minor.
It's never over a pocketbook. It's about one-upping each other.
No.
Yeah, it is. And then the consequences. The thing is, you know, when you keep calling the government to come on in and, you know, get the cross restraining orders and get each other arrested and all the other stuff that you do, you start costing the rest of us who'd really like the police in Queens to be investigating crimes.
Okay.
You know, but they get called every 20 minutes to the stuff that you guys are, you know, cooking up. And then there's really big consequences. If you keyed her car, I'm glad you did 30 days. But if you didn't scratch her car, then that's a really huge travesty. But here's where we are on this. You have only one piece of evidence, which you didn't even introduce, she did, which is the fact that she pled guilty. That's a good piece of evidence because a judge is entitled to infer from someone's guilty plea that they actually did the thing that they pled guilty to. The thing is, I've been a judge a really long time. And I know that there are plenty of crimes that people plead guilty to because they need to get out of jail and no one's bonding them out. I know because I watch those pleas every day when I was a criminal judge. You know? That it's just in their best interest to just get this over with because, you know, they've been there for so long. So I look at that and I say, okay, that's some proof. But you know what I really want? I really want Auntie's boyfriend, who's uniquely within your power to bring to court because he's a relative. It's not like this guy is somebody who is a passerby, who you've had a really hard time getting a hold of, and yet you can never get him to come to court. Why is that? I don't know. But see, here's how I work. I'll accept a little bit of hearsay in a small claims case because you're not lawyers and you don't know. But I will not accept an entire case on hearsay. And that's how I feel this is. Because this guy had to be here to tell me what happened. You didn't see it, and you didn't see it.
I've seen something.
You didn't see jack. You didn't see anything until I'm about to rule, and now you're willing to say whatever you need to say in order to be able to try to win some money, which is not going to happen, not here, not today, verdict for the defendant. And you stop chicken necking. You can do whatever you want on the streets of your house, but you are not going to turn my courtroom into your own little personal playground like you turned the Queens Police.
Thank
you.
I want her no near my children. And you did scratch the car. I seen you do it.
You hallucinating. I ain't scratching.
You did that day when we was at the store looking in the store.
I'm 40 plus years old.
You better stay away from my grandchildren.
I'm not messing with you or your children. You the one who needs to stop from this line.
You didn't even tell the police you didn't. You didn't scratch me. You said you scratched.
You threatened me, okay? And then I told the police that you and your family is gonna jump me, okay? So we'll be waiting for you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You stay home.
All right, so come on out. Come on out here. Come on out here. Come on out here. First, give me your reaction to the verdict.
I think the judge was wrong because I seen her when she scratched the car myself walking past the car, and I had that feeling that someone just touched my car. I know the car very well. And also when the cops arrested her, she didn't say, I didn't do anything. She said, well, just take me, here I am, you know? But she did scratch the car. She did keep my pocketbook.
All right, and
she's telling people we're going to get what we're going to deserve. It's over with me, but she better not touch my daughter or my granddaughters.
All right, right around the corner. Right around the corner, all right?
Okay.
Head right down there. All right, so come on out here. You're next. What is going on?
I won the case. To let you know you cannot win the case based on a lie. You know? And I wouldn't scratch a car. I'm a grown woman. You know, back in the days, we fight with our fists. I'm going to scratch a car for. You know? Thank you.
You're welcome. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, I got to tell you something. If the plaintiff keeps calling the cops over and over and over without any justification, the defendant should file a lawsuit against the plaintiff for malicious prosecution.